Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it so very much. I realize that it's a little dark over here, but that is perfectly fine because in a minute you are going to see pictures of all of my recommendations for the Sephora VIB sale that is coming up very shortly. It is starting the 13th of April for VIB Rouge, and I can't remember if Beauty Inside the middle tier if they are available as well. And then the next weekend for sure for Beauty Insiders, the 20th of April, my goodness. And you get 10% off for VIB and VIB Rouge, you get 15% off. So this is my recommendations, things that I absolutely love and would repurchase if I needed to. So here we go. We're gonna start with YSL Mon Paris. It is one of the most beautiful scents of all time. I absolutely love it. It has depth, it has sweetness, it has lasting power, it has a wide range. It will go out from you. I've actually stopped people and told them that they smell really lovely, and they're like, oh, I'm wearing Mon Paris. It's every time. So that is definitely one that I recommend. I also really recommend the Philosophy Pure Grace Nude Rose. If you like a rose scent, it is very light and fresh, and it's just a beautiful flowery scent itself. I really like it. I got it because I was looking for a different one, but it wasn't available yet, so it was a gift from my mother. She went out and bought it for me instead, which was very sweet of her, but I really do love it. The one I was looking for is also by Philosophy. It is Amazing Grace Ballet Rose, which I had to get because I am a dancer. So I really like that scent as well. I think it is an absolutely beautiful scent. It is very rosy, but it is very sweet as well. Like if you think of what like the Sugar Plum Fairy would smell like if you were not a dancer, that would be what it smells like. Next up is Dolce Garden, and this is the newest in the Dolce & Gabbana series from Dolce. They have Dolce, Floral Drops, Rosa Excelsa, and now Garden. And I don't have Floral Drops, but the other two I love so very much, and this one is no exception either. It smells so good. It is like a sweet florally scent. It smells so good. You should really go out and smell it. That might be my top recommendation of this. I also really like Philosophy's Pure Grace Endless Summer. It is a really lovely scent. It is very citrusy, very summery. When I smelled it in the store recently, I just had to get it because it is a great summer scent. Of course, my go-to standby favorite perfume of all time is Viva La Juicy by Juicy Couture, and I would recommend that. That is my signature scent. Like, my best friend will not wear Viva La Juicy or any, like, she was really upset she liked the rosé because it's my scent. She thinks of me when she smells it. So it's like such a good universal scent. Moving away from perfume, I really love the Clinique Chubby Sticks. I think any shade that you think is flattering is a good investment. I go through them quite often. I love melon, that is my favorite, but I also like the strawberry color as well. They're just really nourishing. They go on really nicely. They're just like a great universal balm, and I realize they are expensive, but they are definitely worth the extra expense. Moving on with lip products, we have the Burberry Lip Velvet. I have the Dusty Rose shade. I believe it's Dusty Rose. And it is just a fantastic shade. It's a really mauve-y, still neutral, but gives you a beautiful look on the lips. I would like to try more of them, but they are very hard to get. My shade is currently sold out when I'm filming this, so hopefully they'll get some more in. If not, keep it on your watch list, and when it comes in, get it because it is just a fantastic formula. I really, really enjoy it. I also really love the Too Faced Peach Oils. And I have every single shade there is, and I rotate them. Now, not all of them are my favorites. I like the lighter ones, the bright pink and the bright reddish one and the bright orange one are not ones that I normally wear as much, but I love the formula. They are very hydrating. They really nourish your lips and really give you a good base with them. So I think those are fantastic. I would get any shade that there is. I also love the Marc Jacobs liquid lip creme, and I have Shush Blush, which is a fantastic shade. I have a hard time deciding if I like that or the Burberry better. As a liquid, they don't dry down matte by any means. They're not going to dry out your lips at all, but they're just a really wonderful formula. I have loved every single formula that I have tried from Marc Jacobs so far, and that is another one that I would like to try more shades of, so we might. Next, I have two that are coming up. These are the Huda lip contour kits, and one is in Angelic and the other is in Trophy Wife, if I remember right. I'm going to put them down here. And I have both of these sets and I love them. The other two are not exactly my shades, but I think that if they call to you, I would definitely get them because they are just fantastic. The lip contours are so creamy. They go on just wonderfully. Like, I have other lip liners that take a while, like they're a little stiff and they don't go on the nicest, but these go on like a dream. The liquid lipsticks are one of my favorite formulas. They're really liquidy, but they dry down really nice and they stay a really long time. They stay better than some of the other formulas that other people like better, for me anyway. And then the lip contours, or the lip strobe, are just absolutely beautiful. They are so shimmery and beautiful. I love both of the sets, and then I got a whole bunch more Huda liquid lipsticks after I got those two sets. I also have on this list the Give Me Some New Lip from Sephora. It's one of the Sephora favorites. This Marc Jacobs lip crayon is fantastic. It is another formula that I just really love and really am intrigued by. It pays for the kit itself, and then all the other ones are bonus. So you get a lip strobe in there, you get a really nice lip balm. That Trestique lip balm is really nice, and the other shades in that formula are nice too, or in that set are nice too, but you get 2 full-size lipsticks for that, and that's just a fantastic deal. Moving on to eyes, I love the Huda Mauve Obsessions palette. It is one of my favorite palettes. They go on so nicely. They have great pigmentation. I love the shimmers in them. You do want to put them on with your fingers though, because it doesn't go on as well with the brush, but it is a fantastic palette. I really, really enjoy it. So I would definitely recommend it. You might sense a pattern with the rest of my eye palettes, well, in that one as well. Next is the Too Faced Peachy Mattes palette. I really love this one. I did not think I was going to love it because I love my shimmers, and that is what I normally gravitate towards, the shimmers, but I really liked the range of colors in this palette. I thought it was really pretty. The smell is amazing. I love the scent of this palette too, which I will admit is part of the reason why I decided to pick it up. But I have not been bored with this palette. I don't find myself reaching for other palettes to compensate for its lack of shimmer. I can wear it on its own, and it gives me a nice look that's still neutral enough for work, but also is kind of fun because it's colorful. The same with this NARS Narcissist palette. Oh my gosh, this is the most beautiful palette. They go on like a dream, the shadows. They build up. They don't go on so much that you're like, oh shoot, I have put too much eyeshadow on. It's never going to blend away. I'm going to have to wipe it off and start over, which happens a lot with me. They go on subtle. They're very subtle at first, and then you can build them up to get the intensity that you want, which I really like. And they just go on and blend so well. It's my favorite formula of all of my eyeshadow palettes thus far. I also really enjoyed the ViseArt Petite Pro 2. It is very tiny though. It is about the size of a credit card. which be warned, because I was thinking it was going to be like a Too Faced palette that's about this big, but no, it is like a size of a credit card. It's very small, and it is beautiful though. I really love the colors in it. I think it makes a very pretty look when I have been using it. I wish that there was more to it. Like, I wish their shadows were bigger, especially for the price, but I do think it is a very beautiful palette as well. This next one has the best packaging of all time. I did a review of swatches of it when I first got it, and I'm not sure it's the best formula there is. Like, I don't know if it's the shadow primer that I was testing out or but it kind of faded throughout the day, but I would buy it just for the packaging because the packaging is so beautiful. It is the Tarte Mermaid palette. Oh my gosh, it is just gorgeous. It looks like a seashell. It has packaging on both sides. It's like embossed on both sides, so it just looks absolutely gorgeous. The colors inside are really pretty themselves, and like I said, I'm not sure if it's because I was testing out new eye primer or not. I haven't played with it enough to really like get a good sense of the formula itself, but I would buy it for the packaging, hands down. Looking at some mascaras, I love this Marc Jacobs Omega Lash, but I love it in Peacock. I love colored mascaras. One of the videos I am hoping to get up sometime, I'm not going to say soon because I don't know when it will come up, is a battle of colored mascaras and looking at different formulas. This one is probably my favorite formula. I love the brush on it as well. Peacock is an amazing color. It's very different than all of the other shades I have. They have it in red and blue and purple as well. So I would definitely recommend picking up one just to have a fun everyday, well, maybe not every day, but a fun alternative to black mascara. Then we have some foundations. The Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation is absolutely fantastic. I have oily combo skin and I tend to break up a lot, or I have, things that need to be covered, and it does a really good job of covering and staying in place all day, which are two things that are really important to me as I am going about my day with foundation. This next one has the same type of feel. It's a little bit thicker of a foundation though. It is the Too Faced Peach Foundation. I really love this formula. I love the scent of it. It is what I'm wearing today. I didn't build it up a ton because I didn't know how much filming I would do today. I probably would have put a little bit more concealer on if I had. But I really do love the formula of it. It is probably one of my favorite foundations. I don't want to say it's holy grail yet because I still have other foundations I'm working through, and there's been some new ones that have come out. But it is definitely one that I want to repurchase once I go through my other foundations. I also love the Peach Primer. I find that using the Peach Primer and foundation together really makes it last longer. I've tried other primers with it and it didn't cling as quite as well or as long throughout the day. When I use my makeup wipes afterwards, like there's definitely more makeup left over at the end of the day with the primer than without it. I also love the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. It is a fantastic setting spray. It is my favorite. I've been using the Cover FX Illuminating one, but that I feel like has kind of a limited audience because you don't always want to be shimmery or illuminated, but the All Nighter lasts a really long time. For face products, the Becca Prismatic Amethyst Skin Perfecting Powder, is that what it's all called? I will link it all down below. It is absolutely beautiful. It is one of my favorite highlighters. It gives you like a slight holographic effect, but not something that you couldn't wear to work. It is just a very beautiful shade. I love it very much. I hope they put out some other ones because I love the Rose Quartz as well. Yeah, I really like it. The Too Faced Papa Don't Peach Blush is probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite blush. It has a slight sheen to it, so it is not a completely matte. It has the peach scent that the other peach products do, and it just is this beautiful peach color, and it looks fantastic on my skin. So I really like it. I think it is a great blush, and I would recommend it for anyone. I think it has a lot of range to it because it can be built up or it can be put on very sheer if you are very pale like I am. All right, moving on to skincare. The Clinique Pep Start Moisturizer is one of my favorite moisturizers. It is actually what I'm wearing today. Not that you could see it under my makeup, but it is a blurring moisturizer. So it's has a little bit, it's a little thick, so it has some body to it, but it is really moisturizing, and I haven't had any problems with breakouts with it, which is an important thing. So I feel like it does that good balance of being hydrating and mattifying at the same time. I also love the Origins Ginseng moisturizer. It smells amazing. That's one thing. It is a gel, so it isn't going to clog your pores like a lot of the other ones. Like it's not so thick. I think that it is moisturizing enough that if you have normal skin, that you would enjoy it as well. I'm not sure about if you have dry skin, if it would be enough for you, but I think it is fantastic. One that I think that no matter what skin type you have would be a really good investment is the Origins Nightamins sleeping or night cream. I've had no problems with it with my oily combo skin, but I know my friend Tiffany Dawn here really liked it as well, and she has dry skin. It is just a really nourishing, wonderful night moisturizer. I really, really like it. It's been my favorite so far of the night creams that I've tried. I also really like the Korres Rose Sleeping Facial too, though. So if that gives you an idea of my preferences. And then my holy grail moisturizer is the Clinique Moisture Surge. They just reformulated it, and I'm not sure that it actually is better than it was before. It's supposed to last 72 hours now. I don't know if I really believe that or not. I haven't found much difference between the old formula and the new formula, but I just really love it because it is a light gel, so it goes in quickly. It's not going to cause too much oil production, but it is also hydrating because I have sensitive skin at the same time as I have combo skin, so it is walks that fine line and just really does a lot for my skin. I miss it because I'm testing out other moisturizers right now. All right, masks. I love the Dr. Jart mask. This is the one that I like. It's for acne skin. They are expensive though. They are $9 a piece. But I think that if you picked up one during the sale, it would be a nice like little splurge and something that you can use just to indulge for a little bit. I also, when I use my sheet masks, I squeeze them a little bit so that not all of the serum is on the actual sheet mask, because then I find it drips down. And then I save what serum is left in the package, and I either like paper clip it, or I put it in a Ziploc baggie and I use it for another couple nights so that I get more use out of the serum as well. The Sunday Riley Power Couple. This is an incredible set. It is really, really good. The Good Genes is one of the best serums that I've ever used. It is a lactic acid serum. I really recommend it. The, I can't think of the oil's name. Oh shoot, anyway, the oil is really good as well. It is a retinol, but it's supposed to be a really gentle one. And then you can layer them together. If I had to choose just one, I would get the Good Genes, but it is a little cheaper to buy it in the set than to buy them separately, because the Good Genes is like $100 a bottle, which is really expensive. Another mask I really enjoy is the Sephora Rose Eye Mask, and they are actual sheet masks. They're not like the thick gels that do not stick under my eyes. They always are shifting. Even if I'm not moving, they never want to stay and really adhere under my eyes. But since these are actual like a sheet, a very thin, They do stay and they moisturize, and that is like my favorite formula that I have tried from the under eye masks from Sephora. The Peter Thomas Roth acne clearing dots are one thing that I could not live without. Anytime I have a blemish, this one popped up overnight, so it's going to get one tonight. I put them on and they go down overnight, which is really helpful. Do be careful though when you wear them that you don't leave the house with them, because there have been a couple times where I realized, like if I have one here, that I might not catch it when I'm doing my makeup. So make sure you take them off, because you might look a little weird with clear dots walking around town. Two more. These are both cleansers. This is the Clinique Pep Start Moisture Cleanser. I really like this cleanser. It has some granules in it, but so if you have really sensitive skin, I wouldn't get it. But with my oily combo sensitive skin, it does really well. It gives you a nice, solid, clean feel to it, which is amazing. That's very important. But it also is gentle. It doesn't like strip your skin of its essentialness, which is important also, because while you want to get clean and like do a little bit of deep cleaning, you don't want to strip your skin, and this matte walks that fine line between the two. And finally, the Josie Maran Oil Cleanser, Argan Oil Cleanser. This is my favorite cleanser. I use this in the morning, so when I wake up, instead of putting on a cleanser that's going to strip my skin and make it so that I have problems during the day, this just kind of gets rid of the excess oil that I've produced during the night, but doesn't strip my skin, and just leaves my skin feeling really nice and refreshed and ready for all of the serums and stuff that gets stuck on top of it. I really enjoy it. I've tried some other oil cleansers that haven't liked quite as well, so this is the one that I definitely would recommend. That was a lot of recommendations. I will put links down below to all of them and write them out so that you can see them. If you have something else that you would recommend for the sale, make sure you leave it as a comment down below. I do have my 500 subscriber giveaway going on right now as well, so if you have not entered that, definitely take a minute to go to that video and enter as well. I hope you are all having a fantastic day. If you have not subscribed already, it would mean so very much to me if you would take the time to go do that right now. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.